While male and female cats may look similar, there are some notable differences between the two sexes. From size and build to personality traits, the characteristics and behaviors of male and female cats can vary. Here, we'll highlight 10 differences between male and female cats that cat owners and enthusiasts should understand. Hit that subscribe button and join our community to stay updated with the latest cat-related content, from care tips to behavior analysis. Number 1. Physical appearance. When it comes to physical appearance, one of the most noticeable differences between male and female cats is their size. This difference, known as sexual dimorphism, is quite noticeable among these feline companions. Generally, male cats tend to be larger and more robust compared to their female counterparts. Beyond size, take a closer look at those adorable faces. Male cats typically sport broader heads and more robust necks, thanks to the testosterone flowing through their veins. On the other paw, the ladies exhibit more delicate and slender facial structures, adding a touch of grace and elegance to their appearance. These distinctions might not be immediately obvious, especially in mixed breeds, but they contribute to the overall gender-based physical traits in cats. It's fascinating to witness how nature crafts these unique attributes, turning each whiskered companion into a living canvas of diversity. Whether your cat is a mighty male or a dainty female, their physical differences add another layer of charm and intrigue to their already captivating personalities. So, next time you're cuddled up with your furry companion, take a moment to appreciate the individual beauty that makes them uniquely themselves. Number 2. Vocalizations and communication. In the world of feline communication, cats have their own unique language, and boy do they know how to use it. Their conversations are a mix of chatterbox meows, attention-grabbing purrs, chirpy squeaks, and more. And when it comes to chatting up a storm, male cats often take the spotlight with their booming meows and purrs. These guys can really belt it out, especially if they haven't been neutered. But contrary to a common belief, female cats can surprise with their volume. Their higher-pitched voices, particularly noticeable during heat cycles, can ring out louder than expected. However, just like humans, each cat has their own unique personality. Some cats may prefer quieter tones, and some may prove to be surprisingly vocal. And let's not forget that their environment plays a huge part too in how vocal and expressive a cat can be. Number 3. Territorial behavior. Both male and female cats are territorial animals, but their territorial instincts can manifest differently. You've got the male cats, who can be real sticklers about their space. Especially if they haven't been neutered, these fellas are like guardians of their kingdom, marking their territory with spritzes of urine. Yep, it's their way of saying, hey, this is mine, hands off. It might not be the most pleasant thing for us humans, but for them, it's like leaving little sticky notes around their home. Now let's not forget the female cats, though they might not be as hardcore about it as the guys. Usually they're a bit more chill when it comes to marking their spot. But here's the kicker. When it's time for romance, things can get a tad intense. During mating seasons, these female cats kick their territorial instincts into high gear. Suddenly, they're all about securing their chosen area and making their voices heard. It's like they're throwing a party and want everyone to know it's happening. It's all part of their natural instincts, you see. For male and female cats, marking territory isn't just about boundaries. It's their way of communicating. Whether it's a gentle claim or a full-on declaration, these furballs have their own unique ways of saying what's theirs. Number 4. Cat hierarchy. Studies have shown that in the wild, female felines take the lead, sometimes raising kittens together and teaming up to fend off unwelcome male attention. Researchers also found that sex, size, and age impact the eating order at mealtimes. The grown men usually dig in first before the ladies. Within those groups, the bigger and more senior cats get first dibs, with age being the main factor for males and size for females. As cats grow from 2 to 4 years of age, they'll test the waters. It's like a teenage turf war, trying to figure out who's the top cat. And typically, when a cat leaves or passes away, the others readjust their social scene. Fun fact: cats also bond by rubbing faces and mixing scents. Lower-ranked cats do this more with the higher-ups, so if your cat's always nuzzling you, it's their sneaky way of saying you're tops in their social circle. Number 5. Playfulness and energy levels. Now, when it comes to the male cats, they're often seen as the life of the kitty party. These fellas bring the energy, zooming around, chasing imaginary butterflies and keeping the house lively. Some of them never outgrow that playful phase. On the flip side, the female cats, they've got their own style. Sure, they're playful too, but it's a bit more refined. They might not go all out with the marathon play sessions. Instead, they prefer these quick bursts of action, maybe a bit of stealthy stalking or a graceful pounce. But hey, here's the thing. When it comes down to it, it's not really about gender. You might find a girl who's all about crazy antics or a boy who's a bit more chill. It's like a spectrum of playfulness, each cat bringing their own unique style to the table. Number 6. Maternal instincts. When it comes to being the ultimate caregivers, the ladies take the crown in the world of cats. Female cats are like the superheroes of motherhood. Once those kittens arrive, it's all systems go. They kick into this nurturing mode like protective bodyguards, fiercely guarding their little bundles of fur and giving them the best care imaginable. Now let's talk about the fellas, the male cats. They're not exactly lining up for the Dad of the Year award. Sure, they might peek in on the kittens now and then, maybe show a bit of interest or curiosity. But when it comes to rolling up their sleeves and getting into that nurturing gig, they're more like the cool uncles who drop by for a visit, but don't stick around for diaper duty. But hey, that's just how they roll in the world of cat family dynamics. Number 7. Heat cycles and mating behavior. Female cats have a biological rhythm called the heat cycle or estrus, starting typically around 6 months old. This cycle, which happens every few weeks, brings about noticeable changes in behavior. You might notice your cat becoming chattier, restless, and even more demanding of attention. This cycle is a natural part of their journey toward motherhood. And surprise, it's possible for them to become pregnant as early as their first heat. Unlike humans, cats don't hit a point where they stop experiencing these cycles. They keep at it throughout their lives, even in their senior years. Now, male cats don't have a specific heat cycle like females do, but similar to the females, they reach their grown-up phase around 4 to 6 months. They're not ruled by a regular cycle, but can display heightened mating behaviors all year long. They will tend to mark their territory by spraying, venturing off in search of potential mates, and even serenading the neighborhood with their vocal talents. It's like they're on a constant lookout for love. Number 8. Neutering and spaying effects. Deciding whether to neuter or spay your furry friend can have a big impact on their life. When you neuter a male cat, it can make a world of difference. It helps dial down those aggressive tendencies, curbs their urge to wander around too much, and even prevents some health troubles down the road. It's like hitting a pause button on certain issues before they even start. On the other hand, spaying female cats is a game changer too. Besides preventing unplanned pregnancies, it's like giving them a shield against specific diseases that can pop up in their reproductive system. Plus, it's a bit of a chill pill for those territorial behaviors. They tend to simmer down a bit after the procedure. Both of these surgeries aren't just about the here and now. They set your pet up for a healthier, happier life in the long run. And you know what's cool? It's not just about your cat. It's also about doing our bit to keep the pet population in check. Number 9. Lifespan and health considerations. Cats have this magical ability to bring joy into our lives, but when it comes to their own lifespans, there are a few things to consider. While reaching 30 years old is like hitting the jackpot in the feline world, most cats usually enjoy about 15 years of life, and those furry friends who undergo the snip-snip or spaying process tend to live longer than those who don't get the procedure done. While when it comes to lifestyle, Indoor cats might just have the golden ticket to a longer life. Those adventurous outdoor kitties, especially the males out on the prowl, might face a slightly higher risk of scrapes and injuries from their territorial behaviors. Speaking of health, male cats have this thing with urinary tract issues, which can cause some trouble if not looked after properly. On the other side, female cats, especially if they're not spayed, might encounter specific health risks tied to their reproductive system, like infections or tumors. But don't worry too much. With regular checkups at the vet and being a responsible pet owner, these risks can be kept in check for both boy and girl kitties. One more tidbit. Crossbreed cats tend to stick around longer than purebred ones. But in the eternal gender debate, it seems the girls win this round, usually outliving the boys by an average of 2 years. Number 10. Cat affection. When it comes to forming bonds and showing affection, both male and female cats are equally capable of developing strong connections with their human companions. However, individual personalities often play a more significant role in their affectionate behavior in gender stereotypes. Some male cats are known to be particularly affectionate and clingy, seeking constant attention, while some female cats might display a more independent yet equally loving nature. But ultimately, whether they're a boy or a girl, the bond between a cat and their human is beyond any stereotypes. It's about those moments when they curl up beside you, the little head nudges, or the playful antics that make your heart burst. It's like they speak their own language of love, and gender just doesn't factor into it. Learning about how boy cats and girl cats act differently helps us enjoy all of their special personalities. Even though they all have their own different special quirks, every cat is one of a kind. Now, hit that subscribe button and join our community today. Don't miss out on future videos that'll deepen your understanding of your furry friends. Thank you for tuning in and exploring the captivating differences between male and female cats with us. We hope you enjoyed this exploration into the feline world.